It is actually 10 plus today, and it's quite springish weather, and I get motivated to actually clear out my wardrobe and see if there's something there to declutter. Leo! Shh! And I actually took a long walk today in the spring weather with the dogs in the harbor. The sun was shining at us. It was really hot. I had too much clothes on me. But as my mother always told me when I was young, you're gonna sweat in the spring and freeze in the autumn. So that's what I did. And she said that, so we should not get sick. I'm sick anyway. Now I can actually speak, but in this last day I had no voice. So excuse me if I feel a little strange when I talk. It's because I get the flu. But as I told, today we're gonna clear out the wardrobe. So let's empty everything out and start to go through it. This was already here because I did the laundry this morning and yesterday evening, and actually a lot of my t-shirts here was actually in the laundry, and we fold them and put them back. My husband was nice to help me with this when I was out with the dogs after me had cleaned them, so now I'm just gonna empty out everything else. I'm stuck like that. And this is actually all my clothes beside the one I wear now. I have a thicker one of this which I use outside. I have my winter jacket, and I also have like this for winter that I use in the evenings. Or else, this is actually everything I own. I didn't put out the socks, underpants and my bras here, and not my swimming clothes either, because I actually only have like a bathing suit. The plan I have for today is to go through every piece and see if this is something I still gonna have, or I'm gonna get rid of it or declutter it. And some of the pieces I'm gonna try out, and some of the pieces I just know I'm gonna save, and then I'm just gonna put them back. And I think I'm gonna start with the hanging clothes and just go through them. And this I'm gonna take back in the wardrobe. Yeah, I'm just gonna hang them back where it belongs after I have decided about them. And this is from Lily Silk. Of course I'm gonna save it. This is actually made after my measurement. So this is special made for me. So I'm gonna keep it. And this have also a special story for me, because I bought this for me when I was down with the hard treatment I was going through when I was really sick. So I had like this goal to buy something from Lily Silk that was custom made for me after. So I did this. So this is also my survival one, if you understand what I mean. It's special for me. And of course I use that in the summer. This I like this. I used it in the summer. I'm gonna go to a wedding this summer, and I think I'm gonna use one of them. I have two. I have a longer one who go the whole way, a maxi dress, and I have a shorter one who go down to the knees. Depend on the weather, I'm gonna see which one I'm gonna use, but I'm quite sure I'm gonna use one of them. This one is also one I used in the summer. It's really nice. Find this on extra price and it suits me really good. I have a lot of pictures from this summer with this one, and it's gonna follow me into next summer. This is one of my favorite dresses. This is really good for winter. And this also have a special story behind it. I bought this in Egypt, in Cairo, when me and my husband was getting married there. This one have seen better days, but I like it so much. And it's really, really good to have on over the bathing suit or on the beach because it's really, really thin. And it don't get so hot with this one, but I can cover myself from the sun. So this gonna stay. I have two other one of the same type of style. One black and one gray. I don't use this type so much, but I like to have this on the summer because in the evenings it can be a little chilly here in Sweden, and it's too much to have something like this in the summer, if it is a good summer. So then I just like to throw something of this over, and it's also nice to dresses, and it fits with dresses. So these two stays, and I think this is just a cheap one, and this is Saint Tropez, so it's a little bit more expensive, but I find this on sale one time a couple of years back. This I want to try it out. I really like the style. I had a nicer one of this before, but I want to see if it still fits me, so I'm gonna put this at the side and try this out. And these two, it's good to have on the summer to just throw on, and it's a little bit nicer than all the t-shirts I have. So this I'm gonna save, and I actually think I'm gonna use one of them soon when I go up to my school again. So this is yes to both of them. Here is something I need to try out. I like it. I had this style before. This one I have never used, and I don't know why, because it's really, really nice. So this, I'm gonna try this out. I think I have to try this one also. I think it still suits me, but I need to try it out and see, because it is quite small in the size, but it's also okay to have it open. So this I'm gonna try out. The pants, love it. Love it. This also, gonna save it. Good for summer, it's really thin. I just have two scarves. Long time ago I had a lot. And blue, of course, it's my favorite color. This one I bought from Egypt. It's really shiny and looks really nice. I just don't know how I'm gonna use it or when I'm gonna use it. But I think this is really nice, so this is a hard decision. This one I'm gonna keep, even if it's a little bit worn out and a little broken, because this is really good to have as a scarf in the winter also. So not only the summer, so this one I'm gonna keep. And this one I need to see. My problem is all the thick sweatshirts I have. I have a lot. And this is my problem, because I like sweatshirts. But I can't use all of them at the same time. I don't know how many I have. I'm gonna see 21. Some are for winter and some you can use in the summer or inside, like this one. But I don't need 21. And if you followed me, you know I bought 3 new ones this January. Especially this one, who actually have become my real favorite. It's so soft. I really want to go back and see if they have this in another color also, because it's really nice, and I really love this one. So I have new favorites, and therefore I need to see if I can reduce some of the old ones. But let's jump here first, and we take this last. This is just my gloves, always good to have. I just have 2 here, 1 there. I think that's everything. I throw them out if they are too broken. My sister made this for me. It's really heavy and I haven't used it, but she made this for me. So I'm gonna keep it so far. Here I have a problem because I like to go in yoga pants. This is like the only pants I walk in. And I clean this now and put this back today. But they are really old and I want to take them out, and it's got out a lot of fabric from it, from their edges, and I don't think they're gonna last so much longer. So this is something I really want to replace with a new one that I already have. So I have 2, so I can have one when the other one is in the laundry. So I just have this like extra, but they are not good anymore and they are also broken. So I need to look for that. 2 of these, and if you can see, this is really worn out. But I love the style of them and I use them over my yoga pants when I go out in the winter. So until I replace them, I'm gonna save them just because they are so soft and I use them. And I have similar to them. I see also here now a hole in it, I think. No, similar to them but nicer. And actually one time when I took gas in the car, I spilled the diesel all over them, or actually they start to come out diesel over them and the shoes I had before, but I could actually clean this out. I think I cleaned this like 20 times. So you don't smell diesel anymore, and I went so sad then, but now I can use them again. So this I'm gonna save, and I want to look for more of this so I can replace the one who is really old. And I have 2 of this also, used to pull over my yoga pants when I go out. This is much bigger than the other one, and one of them I also had to put stitches in the back. But this is also good for winter, just take over the other pants, and this looks actually quite good still. Now I don't find which one I had to fix. This have pockets also. This I'm gonna keep. This is just soft pants that I use in the winter or in the summer sometimes, so it's also a keeper. I have 1 pair of shorts, I'm gonna keep them. I don't like shorts so much, but sometimes I use it in the summer anyway. 1 skirt, this I'm gonna try out. And this I use long sleeve t-shirt, gonna try. This I use in the summer over the bathing suit. Save. This I use this, I clean this. Today I put this back, but I think I'm over this one. All of these I'm gonna save. I use them every week and then I clean them. Save, I have a black one also. This is new for this winter. And I threw out the old ones that I had. Pyjamas, my favorite here. I'm gonna save. This one is my absolute favorite, but I think actually it made its way through my life and now it have to go. It's a lot of hole in it. And I think I worn them till death. This actually is a really good brand, and it's Rituals. I get this from my mother. I actually worked in Rituals a long time ago. I get them from my mother, and I think them fits nice, but it's too short for me. And I actually bought new pajamas pants now for this winter. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep them or if I'm gonna do something, give them to my daughter maybe. I'm gonna see. And this I'm gonna keep. I also took out my jackets. I have my raincoat here. I'm gonna save it even if I think it's little too small. This I get from my husband, like he used it but he grew out from this. Or he gets bigger, so he couldn't have this anymore, and now I use it like a jacket. So, and I also have this jacket that I get from my sister that she used, but I'm not 100% sure of the color of this. So I'm gonna try them out and see which is the best one. And this I'm gonna put back, and this I have in the hallway. And if you want some tips and ideas how to do your wardrobe, I recommend that you take everything out like this, because it's easier to know how much you have if you see everything at the same time. But if you are someone who have a lot of clothes, because you see now this went quite quickly for me, and it's also because I have done this so a long time that I could already see in my head which clothes I was going to save and which one I was insecure about. So if you have a lot of clothes and you feel overwhelmed by taking everything out, I suggest that you take just one thing at a time. So you take out all the pants together, all the t-shirts at once, all the sweatshirts at once, all the dresses, and then you do it like this. And it's better to see everything at once, because then you realize, like me, I don't need 21 sweatshirt. I don't need it. It's too much. But here we have seasons also. We have 4 seasons, even if the spring and autumn is really short here at most of the time. And the winter here is really long. We have more winter here. I should say that I have more use of this than I have of my summer clothes. And this is something you have to consider when you clear out your wardrobe, how the season are when you live. But at the same time, I can use this type more than one time, because it's cold here. We don't sweat in this one when we go out when it's 10 minus. So I can use this for a couple of days before I actually clean it. And with the t-shirt that I have not so many, I use one and I clean this up. I put this in the laundry after one day. And just realize, if I counted, I have 10 t-shirts, 8 there, 1 in the laundry and 1 on me. If I have 10 t-shirts and I change this every day and I can make it work with the laundry, I don't need 21 sweatshirt. So let's sort this through, and then we're gonna go through it and see what we need. And I just want to say also, I have a blue one exactly the same out in the hallway which I use outside now. This is quite broken in the zipper, but it works sometimes and sometimes not. So I just wait for this one to be totally broken before I throw it out, because this is one of my favorites. I have 4 here exactly the same but different colors, and I think I'm gonna get rid of 2 of them. Yeah, something I also wanted to say, it was that if you have a hard time to letting go, make sure you put yourself like your limit. For me, everything of this have to fit in one shelf in the wardrobe. If it not fits there, I can't keep it. So if you have a hard time to let go, just make yourself a limit, because you can't have more than your limit, right? Now I made different piles here. This is the really thick one. This is the one with the neck. This is more nicer ones. This is more thinner ones. Yeah, this is also the thick one. And this is winterish, but it's not so thick. It's thinner. So I can use this more like now when it starts to get sun. I'm just gonna try them out, all of them. And I'm gonna choose my favorites. So I prepared the mirror here. So we're gonna start try some clothes. I think I have the wrong t-shirt on me because it is showing itself up here. But then most of the time I have a dark t-shirt, black or dark blue. So I need to consider that. They are always by my side. Okay, we're gonna start with this and then take this later. I can say directly when I try this jacket, it's too tight, especially around my waist here. So this I'm gonna take out. Then I'm gonna save the black one. That is actually a sweatshirt, but I used like a jacket. And I have an idea who all of them fits. Even if I try them out now, I already know how some of them fit me. If you have a problem to remember things like this, just take one and one the side. It's a good example to just take up one like this, try it on and say, do I gonna keep it or do I gonna declutter it? And I don't have so much clothes because I reduced so many already. So I already know how all of them fit. I just tried them out now an extra time and also so you can see it. But I had already an idea which one I'm gonna take out or not, but it's good to try it again, you know. So this, the first piece I'm gonna get rid of. because it was too tight over the waist. And this I'm gonna keep. And this, because I see it as a jacket, I keep it in the hallway where we have all our jackets. So I'm gonna put this there. This, I'm gonna keep it, love it. This, I have a little bit problem with how it sits around the neck. So this I'm gonna ask if my daughter wants this. It's not that I don't use it, because I do, but there's some problems I have with this one, so I'm gonna ask her about this. This, this, as I told, is my favorite, but I like this one. This has been my favorite. I'm gonna keep it, and as I told, the blue one I have out there in the hallway, I'm gonna take it out when the zipper is too broken. This fits me, and the blue is my absolute favorite color. But I feel like everyone see me when I go out with this one, and therefore I get like insecure about this. Because I like to be quite anonym when I go out, because I want to go and think and be for myself many times. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this. This is not good as this one, but I use this. I've used this winter, and it is a good one. So for now I'm gonna keep it. And we see how many I save of this one. Love this one, gonna keep it. Of course, gonna keep this. As I told 3 times now, I think it's my new favorite. I don't like when it's go up like this so much. I have like some winter is okay, some not. I use this a lot this winter. And this also, I think sometimes that this is in the way. Like it's too much, but I like the size of this, so I really like it, and this is a good fit on me. But I think this is the material who, if I say like this, don't smell so good after I have been using it for 1 day. And I think there's something in the fabric, and I think I'm gonna get rid of this and keep this one. This, love it. It's really thin and it's good to just throw on the arms when it's a little bit chilly, because sometimes you just feel a little chilly but you don't freeze. Then this is perfect. This I want to replace because this is worn out, but I'm gonna keep it until I find a new one with better quality. This one I'm gonna save it. It's also good, not so thick as the other ones. It also was my husband's before. They give it to me because he didn't want this any longer. This I get from my husband in the birthday present, so it's one of the new one I bought in January, or I chose it and he paid for it. I'm gonna save it. This is also the new one, I'm gonna save it. This one I think I'm gonna get rid of, because this is the one who is quite worn out, and it's also quite short on the stomach. Even if I worn this, and I have worn this a lot, I think I'm quite over it. I like the color, but I have other. Then I have these 4 left, and this is something with this color, even if it's blue, favorite, something with this color who disturbs me. And I think I'm gonna take out the black one, because I have this black, and I have this black, and this black, and I'm gonna keep the green, because if you have seen previous videos from me, you know I wanted a green one and I had one. But I wanted a green like this, but I have a green one. I'm gonna save the dark blue and get rid of this. And of course my daughter can look here and see what she wants. So how much did I get rid of here? I get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and one jacket. And I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15 with this, 16 with the down there, 17 with the one who look like a jacket that I have as a jacket. But I think it is okay for now. Just gonna put this back. Here it is. I can have more here, but this is just good because then when I want something from back here, I just move them here. When I want something there, I move them here. I think this is really good. This I'm gonna take to recycling bin because this is so broken, and this is my favorite. It's hard, but I have new ones, and this is really thin in the fabric now and a lot of hole in it. I use this a lot, so this is gonna go to recycling bin. This is so hard, I think, because it's from Egypt. It's from, my husband is from there. I can use this in many different ways, and I really love the blue color and the gold. I think it fits so nice together. So I think I'm gonna save this one and give myself some time. Actually, it don't take so much place. It's just that I haven't used it, but never know. This can also be just a memory. These pants, I think I need to keep them until I find a replacement for it. Because as I told, I just use them when this one is in the laundry. And I know I have to replace them soon because they start to get more and more broken. But I like to walk around in yoga pants. And this, I think I'm gonna keep them also so far and try them out later. Try them on later and see. Because now I took out this. So actually get rid of one at least. And then it's this one. Totally the wrong t-shirt, and it's too tight. Need to switch to this one. This one is actually really soft, and it should be closed down here. So really soft, this one. I'm gonna see if it works out better with this one. I think this is hard because this is the last one of this type I have. But to be honest, this is extra small and I'm a medium now. I was extra small before. Can't even close it. And as you see, it don't look good, and I can have it open, of course. But I think that this like how I should be dressed when I worked as a manager. But instead I actually was dressed in my sweatshirt that I already showed you. Because I'm not like everyone else. I do my thing and I take what's comfortable for me. And I take what's comfortable for me. And I think this is more like my fantasy self. That I want to dress like this, but I don't do that because it's actually not me. And then I think of like, yeah, what if I get rid of this? What if I need it? And to be honest, I don't want to go out and have something who is tight like this. And I can walk like this, of course. But, oh, this is really hard. This is really, really hard. But I think I'm gonna ask my daughter if she wants this. And if she wants this, she can take it, or else I need to take a new decision about this one. And see. And then we have this one. Never used this one. I see now why. It's too short in the arms. It's really soft. And I'm probably not gonna use it either because I'm gonna disturb myself of this being too short here. And I don't like when I have to have this up like this all the time when it's not this type of shirt. So this I'm gonna ask if my daughter wants this because we talked about this before that she can take it. So I'm gonna see if she still wants this. And like you say also, be careful if you have clothes for your fantasy self. And that is clothes that you think is you, that you wanna become or be, and it's not. And of course we can have some of these clothes in our wardrobe. But to be honest, I can say like this, I had a wardrobe full with clothes before. And when I had a wardrobe full with clothes, I was always like, I have nothing to put on myself. When I was going to go out, I was like, I have nothing. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. But now, I always know what I can wear because I love the clothes I have, you know. I know I can have them, they fit me, especially now when I clear out my wardrobe again. And since I become a minimalist and took down my wardrobe to the clothes I have today, I have never ever stand in front of my wardrobe and told myself, I don't know what to wear. In all situations I've been in, I have always known what to wear. And sometimes when it was, for example, a couple of years ago when my grandmother had her funeral, I went out to buy new black pants for that. Because we live in a society where it's easy to get new stuff. And it's not that we're gonna get new stuff just to get new stuff. But we should not keep the stuff when we don't use it, we don't love it, we don't need it. Because it's easy if we come to the situation where we actually gonna need it to go out and find something who suits us today. And the pants I bought then, I loved for many years after that. So just a reminder to yourself here. Throw out the clothes or the cluttered clothes, give it to other people that you not longer gonna use or need. And just keep the pieces who suits you, who you feel good in, who fits really good on you, who is soft, who is comfortable, and take away all other pieces that it's not one of this kind. And today I find these pieces to declutter. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces away from my wardrobe, which I think it's really, really good. And I hope you got motivation now to clear out your own wardrobe. And don't forget what I said about your fantasy self and to have clothes that you use, you love and you wear. And I want to say thank you for watching and I see you in the next one. Bye bye!